Okay, I think I'm just going to do this improvised Jurassic World Dominion video. Look, I'm not the biggest. Lately, I'm talking about some of these Jurassic Park things. I know there's a trailer for Rebirth out. That more coincided with my recent revitalization of interest in the series again. I talked about the two sequels to the first film. I haven't talked about the first film yet. I've seen the first film enough times that I didn't feel the same need to revisit it as two sequels, which I'd kind of stopped rewatching some nearly 10 years ago now, a bit more than that. And like, look, going back to the two and three again, they're a lot more endearing in retrospect, considering that World came out. And I saw World when it was released in mid 2015. I didn't care much for it then, and I still don't. I can appreciate the some of the couple of scenes in there, but not much otherwise. And from what I saw of the second one, that was even worse. And then the third one came out, and it's like, oh man, it's like what 2022 we're talking about? Yeah, 2 3 years ago now, and it didn't get very good reviews. And I remember there was an extended cut that came out, which people liked quite a bit more. And I remember I said to myself, like, how do you fuck these movies up? Well, I mean, it's manifests in almost every moment of the runtime of Jurassic World and Fallen Kingdom. I mean, we knew Jurassic World was going to be terrible from the moment that Chris Pratt was driving the motorbike next to all his buddies, the Raptors, and then Mike Stoklassis said, sold. And then Mike Stoklassis proved he actually was a hack because he liked Jurassic World, but that's besides the point slightly. And then we get to this. I was like, how do you fuck these movies up? Because like even that film 65 I really liked, and people didn't seem to like 65 very much, but I really really liked it. So like regardless whether you like 65 or not, it's not really the point. I know what I like, and so it's like, well, gee, I'm clearly fairly easily entertained. I mean, look at me. I've had things to praise about Lost World and Jurassic Park 3 as of late, and so there really shouldn't be this much fuck ups in a dino flick. And like, how is it that these movies aren't likable? The Jurassic World films, meaning, well, Dominion got enough right. I think there's enough sequences that I enjoyed in this film, enough genuinely outstanding shots of dinosaurs. You're seeing a lot of it here, actually. Like, you're probably looking at these screen caps thinking, how can this movie fuck up? Well, there's moments I didn't screen cap, you understand. They weren't very interesting. Humans interacting and the like. Yikes. God, I don't like how they portrayed Sam Neill / Alan Grant as a buffoon. I don't know where that came from. When I see the poster for the film, from a distance I'd think, oh, so Liam Cunningham is in this film? Liam Cunningham, that's Davros Seaworth to some of you. That's cool. He's going to be like some dino hunter or something, some Indiana Jones-esque guy. But no, it's actually Sam Neill. They brought back Alan Grant. I know they brought back Goldblum for Fallen Kingdom, but I guess this is the first time that World's brought back. Obviously Sam Neill, but also Laura Dern is looking well, actually, sincerely. Oh man, this film is flawed, but when it's good, it is good, and it makes you realize that, gee, and I've said this for a while, like, when these films actually focus on the action, they can be pretty good, the 5 minutes of the runtime that they do. I've always said, if the Transformers trilogy was just robots fighting, like the Michael Bay films, I'd have thought that they were pretty good films. I'm not lying about that. It's just that, like, literally most of those movies is Shia LaBeouf and some pretty lady just running about. And, it is what it is, right? And some really garish humor, too. Yikes. So, that, again, because I like the Transformers as a series, like the old cartoon and the original film, and Beast Wars is great. And I'm of the age that I really, really, really liked Transformers animated. I think that one is considered a bit of a classic amongst the Transformers fans. Anything after that, I'm not very familiar with. I saw the first 4 Bay films. I haven't seen the 2 afterward, and believe it or not, I'd actually like to, because I love the Beasts enough that I want to see the Rise of the Beasts. And I know Noel Oakeshott said that there were some CGI sequences in Last Night, which are really good, and he's no fan of those movies either. Otherwise, because I swore off the series after Dark of the Moon, like, even as a fan of the older media, but I remember they had Age of Extinction had the Dinobots in it, and I was like, well, I gotta see it. So, I didn't pay to see it, but, it was an awful film, even with Dinobots in it. So that wasn't really too worthwhile. But anyway, look, Dominion extended cut. It's long. It's like 2.5 hours long. So if you've seen the theatrical cut and you hated it enough that you're not motivated to watch the extended cut, I can't really convince you. I don't want to sound like a dick, but a series of screen caps of this film might be better than the film itself, because you can go get the stupid dialogue and the false tension, But look, I said before, these films had potential. How do you fuck up Dino Flicks if 65 didn't fuck it up, as far as I'm concerned, my own personal standards? Jurassic World Dominion had enough instances of getting it right where I'm going to endorse it and make a video for it here, which you're seeing now, I suppose. Now, it's difficult to praise a lot of... It's difficult to praise it. But it's difficult to recommend this film wholeheartedly, because people go, oh yeah, is it good? And when you say it's something good, that means is there going to be nothing that annoys me in the film? Well, that's not the case. But look, a lot of us liked Godzilla vs. Kong by Adam Wingard. I really, really liked it. I never saw the second one of that. I need to do that eventually. Adam Wingard, Godzilla vs. Kong. That has really annoying human characters in it. But, they're little enough of the runtime. I guess the little Kiwi kid from Will to People and Deadpool 2 and some commercials over here. And, but, I could ignore that. Godzilla vs. Kong's just a ton of fun. I don't care. And way better than this film. But this film still has a pretty good ratio of good stuff. Good sort of tangible, well-animated CGI and imbued with good live-action context. Because I don't mind CGI. It's just sloppy application of CGI is the fucking worst, as we all know. But anyway... Do I have anything more to say about Jurassic World Dominion? No. Well, I know. Dodgson. We've got Dodgson here. See, nobody cares. And when they brought Dodgson into this film, Newman was right. Nobody cared.